You're about to see Middle-earth like you've never seen it before. Amazon Prime's Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, is one of the most highly anticipated shows of the year and is set to hit a record price tag, $1 billion. Linsey Davis sat down with one of the show's stars just ahead of the premiere tomorrow.
Most expensive TV show ever made. Just so curious, I mean, this is obviously just an iconic franchise. Were you already a Lord of the Rings fan?
Yeah, I mean, I was a fan of the films. I mean, those films are classics.
You cannot pass! Gandalf!
And I think what's really great about having the films, in addition to our adaptation, in addition to many adaptations, is they all get to coexist.
What else is out there? There's wonders in this world, beyond our wandering. I can feel it.
And so I think what's great is, you know, when you think about it, it doesn't feel like those films were, what, over 20 years ago? It's been a while, so it's an interesting time to sort of revisit Tolkien's work and revisit this world, because I think there's a lot of stuff that sort of a contemporary audience can draw from it and really apply to today.
And so tell us about this world, because it's actually thousands of years before the original setting of Lord of the Rings. So what can the audience expect from this?
Most people are familiar with the Third Age in Tolkien's work, so that's what people are familiar with in the movies. And this is the Second Age. And within the Second Age, there's quite a bit that happens, thousands of years to sort of, you know, draw material from. And, you know, our adaptation really creatively, I think, takes some of the best bits.
So tell us about your character and the role that you play.
So I play the character of Queen Regent Miriel.
Everyone must decide who we shall be.
And she is the leader of the island kingdom of Numenor. And I think what's really great for fans of Tolkien is that this island of Numenor is one that is referenced by Tolkien in his lore, but it's the first time that it's been seen on screen.
And when we talk about just the hair and the makeup and the costumes and the set, and it's all just so stunning and elaborate, how do you go about preparing yourself for a role that is in such a fantastical world?
I think for me, my main goal has been to not get too caught up in the idea of its largeness and its epic nature, and really think about it from the most sort of human point of view. Because, you know, as I like to say, even though I'm playing a queen or a queen regent, you know, a queen is still a person. And so really it's sort of how do you capture, you know, the essence of that person.
We stay true to each other. With our hearts even bigger in our feet.
And much more diverse and inclusive, I would imagine, with the cast. You primarily being there front and center as a queen.
I'm also somebody that enjoys genre and wants to see not only more of the world as I know it to be, as I experience it, but the world that I aspire to be part of. And I just think that it would be a lost opportunity to not be as inclusive as possible in a story that has such a reach, a story that means a lot to people, that people navigate a lot of thoughts and feelings and ideas through. And you know, for people that already know it, I think they're going to be excited. I think they've been hungry to see more representation. And for people who are new to it, I think it's a great point of access just to see people that look like you in these stories. So I'm really excited, and to me, it just feels like the most natural thing in the world just to see a global take on this story.
So many people have anticipated this release, 240 countries, 32 different languages. For people who were die-hard for the original storyline when we saw it 20 years ago, what can they expect now from this series?
I think when you're telling a story in a serialized way, you have a little bit more time. You have a little bit of, you know, a little bit more runway, if you will. And so I think you can, I would say, expect the unexpected. But I also think what's great is there are things that are familiar.
It is here, Galadriel. The moment we feared.
It's easy and is only natural to make a lot of comparisons in terms of, you know, what we've done with The Rings of Power as an adaptation and other, not only the movies that came before us, but other genre shows. This is an incredible time if you're a genre fan, because to me, it's really about the abundance of this material, as opposed to feeling like you're just seeing a repeat or a rehash of the same story. And we finally, as a cast, you know, we had the first 3 episodes screened for us as a group, and we got to see it. This, you know, story that we'd worked so hard on, we'd poured so much of ourselves into. And legitimately, as I watched it, I felt like there is nothing like this on TV now.
You have fought long enough, Galadriel. Put up your sword.
It's not comparable to anything else that's on TV or movie-wise, and that's exciting.
Without it, what am I to be?
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.